Please. We get the flex right. Thank you, His Excellency, the Acting Australian High Commissioner, Mr. Stuart Watts, Acting Councillor, my Honourable Assistant Minister, members of the media. As His Excellency has said quite rightly, this support for education and health is very timely. And on behalf of the government of Fiji and on behalf of the Honourable Prime Minister, I would like to thank the Australian government for all the support that it has rendered to Fiji over the years. The total support, including those that started during COVID, is about 370 million Fijian dollars. This additional support amounting to 9 million Fijian dollars, 6 million Australian dollars, is a critical help given that we had still not or still have not completed rehabilitating, constructing the schools that were damaged during Cyclone Yasa. So these 9 schools selected in Vanuatu, which were damaged by Cyclone Yasa, are critical infrastructure for our rural education, including primary and secondary education. And I had the opportunity, I know His Excellency laid the foundation last week or before last week. I was able to see firsthand the conditions in which our students were studying. And so this help in building the schools is a very, very critical and a timely assistance by the Australian government, and we are grateful for that. In addition, the 5 million Australian from this 6 million is going towards rehabilitating, reconstructing 2 important health facilities in the outer island, including Taveuni and Kandavu. As you know, we have a very critical situation with our health facilities throughout the country. And this is something that we don't shy away from telling the people of this country, that we have a huge health infrastructure deficit. And so this very timely assistance from the Australian government, given the tight fiscal position that we have as a result of what happened during COVID and what happened before that, this support is going to be critical. And once those 2 health facilities in Kandavu and Taveuni, which save a significant number of people, women and children in particular in rural areas, is going to lift the quality of life of our people in those areas. So His Excellency, I want to once again take this opportunity to thank the Australian government on behalf of the Prime Minister and on behalf of the coalition government for the Australian government's continued support to building our education and health infrastructure, 2 areas where the coalition government is putting a significant attention. And in fact, in the budget that will be announced on the 30th of June, you will see that our focus will remain on health and education. So once again, I want to thank you, His Excellency, in particular, for taking out time and going to Vanuatu and seeing the facilities and laying the foundation for the construction of the schools. Fiji is grateful, and the coalition government is determined to strengthen our Buvale partnership in all areas of our cooperation. Thank you very much, Vinaba Lebu.
Yandra, good morning everyone. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, the Honourable Biman Prasad, Assistant Minister for Finance, the Honourable Ezra Emmanuel, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, Nisan Bulavanaka, Yandra, good morning. I'm very pleased to be back here with the Deputy Prime Minister so soon after signing the paperwork that enabled Australia to provide 81 million Fijian dollars in direct budget support. Today's event is to mark further support from Australia, but this time for the Cyclone Recovery Program. As has been discussed during events in this meeting room previously, the Cyclone Recovery Program is making a real difference to the lives of Fijians living in Vanuatu. Through this program, we are already constructing 9 schools. The first of these schools is due to be completed in July this year. I understand that schools are at the heart of communities. The buildings that we are constructing are not like those that exist in other schools in Fiji. In partnership with the Fiji government, we are investing in designing schools of the future for Fiji. The buildings are environmentally sustainable, constructed from locally sourced materials and equipped with solar power and rainwater tanks. Recognising the impacts of climate change, all new buildings are built to withstand Category 5 cyclones and with walls that retract back to provide a large open space that can serve as evacuation centres during storms. The program has had a value of 44 million Fijian dollars. Today, I am pleased to announce that Australia is providing close to 9 million Fijian dollars of additional funding. This additional support will allow us to deliver on 2 key priorities. Firstly, we will provide the furniture required to fit out the new schools. It takes more than just bricks and mortar to build a positive learning environment. All new classroom buildings, office blocks and dormitories will be fully furnished and ready for the children to continue their education over the coming months. Secondly, the largest component of the additional support announced today is to enable us to deliver on the commitment we made last year to expand the scope of the program and provide rehabilitation support for the Vunesia Hospital in Kandavu and the Waiivo Hospital in Taveuni. The 2 hospitals have a combined total of 55 beds, 11 doctors and 55 nurses. These medical facilities provide critical health services to a significant number of Fijians living not only in Taveuni and Kandavu, but also in many maritime islands. Strengthening health services in Fiji is a key pillar of the Vivale Partnership. Alongside education, Australia's support to the health sector is the largest component of our development assistance. In partnership with the Ministry of Health and Medical Services, we will soon engage an architect to develop a master infrastructure plan for each hospital and to make recommendations on the most urgent infrastructure investments that can be supported through the Cyclone Recovery Program. Our goal is to improve the resilience of these critical buildings through structural upgrades that will reduce the risks from future storms. Today's announcement brings the program's total value to almost 52 million Fijian dollars. With a deliberate decision to use only Fijian builders, contractors and suppliers, this program continues to directly contribute to the Fijian economy. I look forward to visiting both Kandavu and Taveuni to see this investment come to life. Vinaka Vakalevu. Thank you for your support.